We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Now you look at this Saints defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Again, Wilson will keep it. Hall again on second down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's gone. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And I don't think he got there, no.
He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch them flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch them off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Wilson changing the play. They'll run with Hall.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin the drive with Williams.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Goff. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second and 2. First down marker at the 8. Option play. Here's Hall.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and 2.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Goff now looks to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Saints at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
On 1st down, it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and 6 now.
Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
To throw again is Wilson. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them. especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, here's Hull. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
On first down, right back to Hull.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's Lou Hedley on now to punt the football.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And here's Brad Robbins now.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Quick throw to Olave.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on 2nd down is gone.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Gone.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. Now here's Lou Hedley now.
This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and 8.
Throwing is Wilson. Short pass caught by Henry.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Second and 10.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Off play action. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
After the interception, here's Goff. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Goff going to shift him around. Now this going to be a quarterback draw.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now a first down throw. Goff. That's complete to his receiver, Gallup. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets them on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up, 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now, because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here's Goff. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Give to Hall running right.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Here's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now look out!
And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Goff. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down and 1.
Now gone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Godwin
From 4 yards out.
And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. In motion left goes a tight end.
All again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Hall again.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second and 9.
Running out of the gun with White. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Now Wilson. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Saints will have the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Underneath for Miller. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 17-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because 1 more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So here we go, a big spot now for Blake Groupie.
This to get the lead up to 4. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here's 1st and 10.
Wilson to throw.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Throwing now is Wilson.
That is caught. And he will stop the clock here as he's out of bounds with the 1st down. The 24 seconds remaining.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Back to throw.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is, and they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from, between here and here. Maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
So for the Saints, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.